Hello, good morning, my family and friends, wherever you are from, wherever you are. I say good morning to another day. This is another wonderful day. I welcome you all to yet another of our lecture series, Life Coach series. Today, I want us to take a look at some pertinent issues. As I said yesterday, you should have a quiet time. Today, I want to talk about some things that most of us take for granted. But if you don't look at it very well now, it will take you a longer time to solve. But before then, let me put some people that I cherish so much. Abraham Lincoln once said something. He said, your own resolution to succeed is greater than every other thing. You must put time into it. Robert Kiyosaki once said something. I remember he said, the definition of insanity is when you do the same thing and you are expecting a different result. You're not going to get a different result. And there is a man I like very well. He said something. He said, Zig Ziglar. He said something. He said the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. You know, we always say something is ordinary, that ordinary thing. And when something is special, very fantastic, you say, wow, this is extraordinary. See, Ziegler says something. He said the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little thing called extra, that little extra. In whatever you do, for you to make yourself extraordinary, you only need to add that little extra. And to crown everything up, there is this man I love so much, Mike Murdoch. There's one saying that he mentioned. When I read about it, he said, go to a place where you are celebrated than a place where you are tolerated. Many persons enjoy staying in a place where they are tolerated than going to a place where they are celebrated. Why am I saying all this? There are things that we allow to slip off our hands because we enjoy being, let me manage, everybody get it, have it, and let me also go through it. And what am I trying to say? The main topic, what I want to address today, what I want us to know today is why you are looking for anything certificates. Always think about SABIFICATE. It's a vernacular. It's a coined English word. SABIFICATE. Think of certificates rather than certificates. Of course, you know, I have first degree, I have a PGD, I have a master's, I have a PhD. But I tell you this, what gives me much is not all the certificates. It's more about certificates. I move further with certificate than moving further with certificates. My certificate is okay. It makes me sound. Education makes you sound. But your certificate can fetch you millions in a twinkling of an eye. I'm not in Nigeria, but I'm from Nigeria originally. But I tell you this, of Of course, in Nigeria, they will say jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. But wherever you go, wherever you jackpot to, no matter the certificate you have, no matter what you have in your hand, no matter how fantastic your certificate is, once you're coming from Nigeria to any part of the world, the first thing that will give you a lot of money is not your certificates. It's more about your SABIFICATE. I tell you this, I'm a living testimony to that. I came in with the hope that my certificate will give me all, but unfortunately, they check out my certificates. My certificates. My certificates. It's when your certificates start giving you that your certificate, they will look at your certificate and say, wow, if you can't do this, what certificate do you have? And of course, even your certificate coming from Africa, coming from any part of Africa, coming from somewhere to maybe here I am in the UK, they want you to regularize it and you need to pay money. Maybe to get a professional touch to it, maybe registering somewhere or having a professional certificate to add so that your certificate will be recognized. You don't just come in and start working now. But once you have a certificate, what are those certificates? That's the question we should ask ourselves. I came into this country and we had an issue of plumbing. And I was meant to get a plumber. And I tried to get a plumber. I realized that we need to fill form, sign, call the person. Just for the person to come to look at what happened, I will have to deposit £30 to convert it in Naira. To call and check what is happening, £30, call out. Then after looking at what is happening, the person will now charge you. Unfortunately, while wherever we work, they pay £11 per hour. £11 per hour, you work and work. Even your manager will also work, even more than you. Not in Nigeria that managers sit in office. No. You work and work. For 1 hour, you work, not even a seconds will be left without being utilized. Otherwise, if you are in a place where the 1 hour and you are not working, like maybe 20 minutes, they will reduce the time to make sure that all the work will be, they will compact the work to maybe 7 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours. But all through the world, no matter the kind of work you're doing, you must have certificate. So what am I trying to say? The plumber, for us to call the plumber, £30 and just to see, then whatever that happened, then the plumber will not charge. They will not charge you. At the end of the day, I realized that within 20 minutes, the plumber is going home with about 70 to 80 pounds. But those of us that have big certificates that you go to work, you work for 8 hours. You are not getting up to the money that the plumber is getting within 20 minutes. The same thing to my hair. You can see I have hair. I walk into a barbing salon. To barb my hair. I will see a lot of people there. People don't know, not much barbers. But a lot of people want to barb, especially Africans. My hair, they take note because of the equipment. Between 20 to 25 minutes to barb. At times, like if you're too sophisticated like ours, it takes 30 minutes. But I'm surprised. Well and behold, one hair, 30 pounds. One hair, 30 pounds. I folded my hands and I said, we were about 6 that were on waiting, and people have already been booked online to barb that hair. I said, wow. I saw so many Africans there. And the guys were making, if you see these guys, I will say, wow. What about those that are called butcher? Where we go for meats. One, they slaughter. Just the skill of slaughtering meat and this thing that you go to some places like if you go to market in Nigeria, they slaughter, process the chicken and all that. You will see a lot of big money. These are skills. That is what I call certificates. At the point I was telling myself, how I wish I have one certificate in addition to all the certificate that I'm carrying. I think I would have made a lot of money at initial. However, my certificate it makes me sound, but some of those persons that have that certificate, they only have certificate. Most of them, they have all the certificate as that I am carrying. But they are doing that and they are paying their bills comfortably. Why those of us we work tirelessly, no sleep, no rest, jumping on train, jumping on buses, you drive a very long distance, and yet you have a lot of people to face. Of course, you will see some areas that where there will be selection of people for easy area, and some of us will be asked, you go to these areas. But if you have certificates, they will come for you. What am I saying? The words of Mike Mundak, who says, go to a place where you are celebrated and a place where you are tolerated. That is exactly the reason why I use that word. And also for what this guy mentioned, what is his name? Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, the man that wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Listen, you cannot keep doing the same thing and you expect a different result. Look for certificates. Look for certificates. Look for certificates. Add certificates to yourself as you are getting education. What are those certificates? Skills. Look for one skill or the other. Be a master in it. If you cannot get a skill, look for a sport. And also sport areas. Yes. Add it. Don't go to school stereotyped for certificates. Go to school to be holistic, to have a holistic view of yourself. Get a skill. Manage a skill. Those of us that pass through this stage, I have come to realize that the skill you have will pave way for you. Some people from the day one they enter anywhere they find themselves, because of their skill, they start making serious money. They may not even need anybody to employ them. They will some persons are called handymen. What are handymen? You have a need for a carpenter or this, they will you go online, handyman. Once you invite them to come, you pay them calling call. Then when they come and see what is there, they will start charging you. I was asking myself, all these skills, I would have learned 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Then I will be a serious money. So, for anybody, you think of leaving your location to anywhere, look for certificates. Look for a skill. Look for what your hand can do very well. Look of what your ears can do, can hear very well, that you can interpret very well. Look for what your eyes can see and solve. Even in on this social media, you will see some persons, the way they present their issue online is quite unique and different from others. It is not their certificates. It's the uniqueness in them that is paving way for them. I take a big example. Brain Jotter. The music of Michael Jackson for ages has been there. But a skill of today, of somebody presenting it, you and I are dancing that gong 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 gong. Every one of us, your skill will sell you. The talents you have, convert it to a skill and sell yourself. That is what is called SABIFICATE. I'll be coming around again to have, and I want us to think about this, what I've shared today. Share it to our friends and families, especially the young ones and those of us that are there. Do something and think of certificates. And I know you'll do better in whatever you do. Thank you. We'll see you again. Dr. Sali OKEREKE. I'm signing off. God bless you.